We are following breaking news this morning. 2 people are dead, 2 others are injured. This is after a plane hit a fire truck at New York's LaGuardia Airport. Our Maria Lisignoli following these developments from the live desk. Maria?
More and more information is coming in. So right now we know hundreds of flights are canceled and the airport is expected to be closed until later this afternoon. Authorities confirm the plane's pilot and co-pilot are the 2 people killed. 41 people were taken to hospitals, 39 from the aircraft and 2 PA aircraft rescue and firefighting officers from the fire truck. The Port Authority executive director told reporters that 32 people had been released from the hospital, but there were also serious injuries. The FAA says the airport is expected to be closed until this afternoon. The airport says the National Transportation Safety Board is on site investigating, which is why the airport will remain closed until at least 1 p.m. our time. Here at home, MSP had 2 departures and 2 arrivals going to LaGuardia. Those are already canceled. There are several flights scheduled to travel for tonight. We'll track if those are impacted and keep you updated.
Thank you. This is very much a developing story. We'll share more on this breaking news and the travel impacts as we learn them.
Now, a funding standoff in Congress continues to create issues at airports across the country. This weekend, flyers faced long lines at security.
Yeah, TSA screeners are still working without pay, and there's no end in sight as we await a deal by lawmakers to end this partial government shutdown. In New Orleans, for example, look at these lines. They stretched into the parking garage. There's no pre-check. There are no priority lanes open. And look at this footage out of Atlanta. They're handing out bottles of water, handing them out to weary travelers as airport officials advise travelers arrive at the airport more than 4 hours early for their flights. And now another announcement from President Trump that could create a different challenge at airports across the country.
Let's check in with our Barrett Leone. She's live at MSP this morning as the president says that ICE agents could be coming to airports to help with these TSA screenings. Barrett?
Yeah, that's right. The president says today they could be heading to airports to help with things like security and crowd control so TSA agents can focus on screening. Now here at MSP, things are running pretty smoothly. We're sort of in that 6 a.m. lull that we tend to see at MSP, but we haven't seen wait times higher than 20 minutes since we've been here this morning. And we don't know right now if ICE agents will be coming here to MSP to help, but we know that they will be headed towards larger airports with those longer, hours-long wait times like you mentioned. Now, this move comes as airports across the country are dealing with staffing shortages tied to the ongoing Department of Homeland Security shutdown. Thousands of TSA workers have been calling out. Hundreds already left the job after missing paychecks. Here at MSP, airport leaders tell us wait times have consistently remained under 30 minutes, which leaders say is a testament to the commitment of the local TSA team. The transportation secretary says it may get worse before it gets better, which could put pressure on Congress to act.
I think you're going to see more TSA agents as we come to Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week. They're going to quit or they're not going to show up. It's hard for these individuals already to make their ends meet, but without getting paychecks, it's even that much more challenging. And so they're going to take other jobs to put food on the table and pay the rent. So I do think it's going to get much worse.
The president of the union that represents TSA officers slammed the idea of ICE at airports, saying TSA officers deserve to be paid, not replaced by untrained armed agents who have shown how dangerous they can be. Now, there are a few cancellations to and from LaGuardia, which is connected to a crash there, not a TSA shortage. And right now, guys, we're seeing less than 5 minutes at both the south and north security checkpoints. So things are running really smoothly here at MSP right now.
And similar, Barrett, to what we've seen this past entire 2 weeks here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Yeah, MSP says that they've remained consistently under 30 minutes, and that's on top of, spring break travel rush, all the shutdown, of course, all of that. So pretty good here so far.
Definitely better news for people anyone going to MSP International this morning. Barrett Leone, we appreciate that update. Thank you.
Yeah.
City of Minneapolis is facing a lawsuit claiming that they don't have enough police officers on the job.
This suit points back to a 2022 decision by the state's highest court, which said the mayor has a clear legal duty under the Minneapolis City Charter to employ at least 731 sworn police officers. As of this week, the Minneapolis Police Department has 617 sworn officers, In 2025, MPD had 579 officers, an increase from 2024. The plaintiffs in this case see a connection between a short-staffed police department and crime.
They want to see 731 police officers or more back on the streets of Minneapolis, patrolling the streets, engaging with citizens, and getting to know their communities. The message of this case is very straightforward. Enforce the law as written, hire more police officers.
A spokesperson for the city says it, quote, rejects allegations that the number of police officers has been suppressed, adding that the city has the most diverse police force in our history, saw a record number of applications from people wanting to join the department this past year, end quote. The city says they are on track to have more than 700 officers in the year 2027. Attorneys say the city has a deadline to respond to their next petition next month. The clock is ticking on President Trump's threat to obliterate Iran's power plants if the country doesn't fully open the Strait of Hormuz by tonight.
So on social media, Iran's foreign minister responded, saying that the key shipping route is not closed, suggesting that ships hesitate because of what he calls a war of choice initiated by the U.S. Israel and Iran continue to launch strikes towards each other overnight. Officials are telling CBS News that the U.S. has hit 7,800 targets since the war began more than 3 weeks ago. This comes as NATO Secretary General said 22 countries are planning efforts to protect the strait.
Military planners are now working together to make sure that we are ready, to make sure that that Strait of Hormuz, that we secure the free sailing there, which is crucial for the world economy.
A new poll from CBS News finds that 60% of Americans disapprove of the U.S. taking military action against Iran. 40% approve. Those views are heavily split along party lines. The poll shows a narrow gap between those who believe the U.S. will not need to send ground troops compared to those who do. And sources tell CBS News that thousands of service members are being moved to the Middle East to be at the ready. Now we want to take you to talk about gas prices because that's all part of this story. Let's take a look at what we're seeing locally. The national average is almost $4 here, $3.96. In Minnesota, we're at $3.44, but a month ago, a gallon would cost you here $2.70.